Now we shall see the case 2 of the Fourier series, where function f of x is defined between minus L and plus L. First we shall write the general form of the Fourier series. This is true for every problem. I should write the general form of the Fourier series. It is f of x equal to a0 by 2 and then an cos n pi by lx, bn sin n pi by lx, n ranging from 1 to infinity in both the cases. In this particular case also, we can use even and odd property. So that is case 2 also we can use because it is defined from minus L to L. So consequently, if we come to know that the given function is even, then bn will be 0. If the given function is odd, a0 and an will be 0. So let me take the example. Expand the function f of x equal to mod x in the interval minus L to L as a Fourier series. Observe that L is not defined here. L is given as L itself. That means the most general I have to get. Finally, I can substitute L equal to any number, maybe L equal to 1, 5 or 5. We'll get particular cases. First, we will observe this mod x function is an even function. How we do that? If you replace x by minus x, we get mod of minus x as mod x itself. So, f of x is even function. Therefore, bn we need not find, only a0 and an we have to calculate. So a0 turns out to be 2 by L mod x from 0 to L. But between 0 to L, if you observe, that's why I wrote the graph here. 0 to L function f of x is x itself. So we take mod x will be taken as x, and then we'll integrate that. Integration of x is x square by 2. When you substitute upper limit, it is L square by 2. 1 L will get cancels and you'll get the answer a0 as L. So then we have to calculate an. An similarly, it is 2 by L. The function between 0 to L is just L. Mod x becomes x. So function becomes just x. Therefore, you have f of an is x into cos n pi by lx dx. Use integration by parts. You get x cos integration is sine with positive sign. N pi by L is a constant. It comes in the denominator. And then sine integration here, which is cos, minus of cos. And the coefficient n pi by L comes again down. So it becomes n pi by L whole square. So we observe that sine upper limit, sine n pi L divided by L, that is sine n pi is 0, lower limit sine 0, 0. Therefore, wherever sine term is there, I can substitute 0. We end up with only one term, and it is therefore the cos n pi L divided by L, that is cos n pi is upper limit, lower limit is cos 0. Cos 0 is 1, cos n pi is minus 1 power n. Therefore, an is this number. Then anyway we know that bn is 0. Therefore, since f of x is even, we get mod f of x as a0 by 2 an cos n pi by lx. The expansion is this between minus L and L. We can take a particular case, even though this is not asked in this problem. I have derived when x is 0, we get cos 0 1. And in particular, if you take L equal to 1, we get the expansion 0 equal to half 2 L is 1, 2 by pi square minus 1 power n minus 1 divided by n square. And when you simplify, you will end up with the known result, that is pi square by 8 is 1 by 2n minus 1 whole square, n from 1 to infinity. So that is the answer for the first problem. If they didn't ask any deduce part, you can stop mod x equal to something. If they ask for a deduction, you should do the remaining. Okay. Let us take another problem. Example 2. A function f of x is defined from minus 3 by 2 to plus 3 by 2, but it has two parts. One is from minus 3 by 2 to 0, the function is 1 plus 4x by 3. Between 0 and 3 by 2, the function is 1 minus 4x by 3. And also I have to deduce something. Pi square by 8 as 1 by 2n minus 1 whole square from n equal to 1 to infinity. So this is the graph of the function f of x. This is from minus 3 by 2. This is the point minus 3 by 2 to 0. When x is 0, you'll get maximum value 1. And from 0 to 3 by 2, you'll get the minimum value again. So this is the graph of the function f of x. Okay. So we shall see that this function f of x is an even or odd function that I have to verify. How we do that? This is the way we can verify. Replace x by minus x everywhere, including at this point. Here x was there, I have replaced it by minus x. Here also I have replaced it by minus x. But you observe this part. When you see this part, this is same as 0 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 3 by 2. This is going to become, when you replace, when you multiply throughout by negative sign, you get minus 3 by 2 less than x less than or equal to 0. So that means to say the function remain as it is. If you observe carefully, this function f of minus x is same as f of x. Therefore the function is even function. We need not calculate bn. Bn we can directly write to 0. We have to calculate a0 and an. So first we write the expansion f of x just a0 by 2 an cos n pi by lx, where l is 3 by 2 here if you observe, and a0 and an I have to calculate. Come to the a0 part. a0 is 2 by l is 3 by 2, integration from 0 to l f of x dx. From 0 to 3 by 2, if you observe the function, 0 to 3 by 2, the function is here. 0 to 3 by 2, the function is just 1 minus 4x by 3. Therefore, I have to take the same. So, function is 1 minus 4x by 3. And then we do the integration. One integration is x integration is x square by 2, all those things. We'll end up with a0 as 0. a0 is 0. Then we go for an. Similar to that one, but again the function is 1 minus 4x by 3. Integration by parts, keeping the first function f of x as it is, cos function integral, that is sine, then sine integration is minus cos, and again use the property upper limit and lower limit for this sine function becomes 0. Why? Because upper limit sine n pi by 3 n sine 2n pi by 3 into x is 3 by 2. So 2 by 3, 3 by 2 cancels. We'll get sine n pi upper limit 0. Sine 0, 0 for the lower limit. So we left with only one term, that is this term, cos term with 3 negative signs, and the an with negative sign minus 4 by n square pi square minus 1 power n and then minus 1. So this is an. So finally f of x can be written as a0 by 2 an cos n pi by lx, integration summation from 1 to infinity. When substitute x as 0, what is the value of the function when x is 0? Again I should go back to the function. So the function is here. When x is 0, it is defined as 1 minus 0. That means 1. Here also if you take x as 0, 1 plus 0, it is 0. Therefore, the function value f of x is 1 when x is 0. So, f of x is 1. We'll come to this point. F of x is 1. So, left hand side is 1. Right hand side you have 4 by pi square. I should go on substituting n equal to 1, 2, 3, etc. We'll end up with, whenever n is odd, n equal to 1, I will get 2. Otherwise n is equal to even number, I'll get 0. So I'll get 2 by 1 square, 2 by 3 square, etc. which is same as when you shift this number 4 into 2, 8 in the denominator, pi square goes here. So we'll get pi square by 8 equal to summation 1 by 1 square, 1 by 2 square, 1 by 3 square. Sorry, 1 by 1 square, 1 by 3 square, 1 by 5 square. Only odd numbers. Odd number we denote by 2n minus 1. 2n minus 1 or 2n plus 1 denotes the odd number, whereas 2n denotes an even number. Okay. So that completes this second case of the Fourier series.